In this video, I'm going to teach you 3 techniques you can use to create more variety in your tech house tracks. For sure, we all have been in the situation where we created a house music or a tech house loop. We didn't know how to get from this 8 or 16 bar loop to a finished track. Those 3 techniques I'm going to teach you today basically start the first step of how you can get from the loop to the finished project and make your drop way more interesting and gives you this feeling that, oh, something is happening in this track. Even though house music and tech house is generally very repetitive, and with this change, we're gonna keep the listener interested by putting little changes into the tracks. And I'm gonna teach you now the 3 techniques. Make sure to like this video before I start, subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any music production tutorials, and also comment below this video if there's anything you want to learn in house music or in tech house music production. Maybe I'm gonna create exactly a video which is exactly for you to learn something new. So we're having this tech house loop. It's basically just 8 bars long. Let's listen to it quickly. As you can see, a lot of things are repeating themselves. The bass line's repeating themselves. The kick is always playing. And the first thing I'm going to teach you today is called a reverb automation. So we use this technique on hi-hats or on claps. This is how I usually do it in my tracks. So basically what we're doing is we're going to have the clap channel here on channel 9. So what we want to do is we want to connect the clap channel to the drum reverb channel, all right, which is here. So now we can hear the clap with reverb, all right? Which sounds interesting, but we don't want that. We want a bit more variety. So we're gonna create an automation clip, which is basically, we just click on this and double click this one here, create automation clip. And like this, we have this drum reverb automation. We're gonna pull it down wherever is the space for that and make it a bit shorter, zoom in, put this up. So basically what we want is like the first clap of the bar, we want no reverb, and then on the second clap of the bar, we want a bit of reverb, which creates a little bit of change. So here is no reverb, and as you can see, the clap is just here. So we're gonna do this, and then we put the reverb up here again, okay? Which is very simple. And then we have this little thing here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just duplicate it and just put it every single bar. That was an extreme example, but I would say it's a little bit too much, but this is, you get the idea. We can also now do exactly the same with the hi-hats. Usually I just do one of them. Usually I do it on the claps. On the hi-hat, it sounds a bit weird if you do it. With Command B, we're just gonna duplicate it. And there we go. Let's listen to this. As you can hear, it creates this very interesting push and pull movement. The second technique I'm going to teach you is taking layers away or adding layers, all right? So what I usually do is with any type of music, you should layer your music, which means you should put a top layer, let's say above your clap layer or even your bass layer, whatever element that is. So as you can see here, when we have the clap playing, it's just one clap. I have also one empty sampler here in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look for another clap. So I want to clap with more mids, which actually has mids, like this one here. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go in the clap pattern and just Command A, copy everything, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on the clap 1 piano roll and put everything in, but we're gonna take out now every second clap. We're gonna remove it. So like this, we create a really interesting movement again, that it's sometimes louder, sometimes more quiet. You can hear this like very simple technique in like a lot of tracks. You have to listen really carefully because honestly it's really small, but it makes it a little bit interesting. And you can do the same technique now with hi-hats, with every single element, like take things away, put them in again, sometimes even create patterns which are really unorganized. Every third clap, every third hi-hat, which makes it really interesting. And the third tip I want to give you today is changing the drum pattern just the end of a verse. A very simple technique is, for example, this one here. If you want to learn more music production now in an organized course, just go in the link in the description and sign up for my pre-launch course. I created a course which is explaining house music exactly in detail. Make sure you don't miss that out. And other than that, guys, hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy producing music.